Hello there folks, this is Ferengi on board. Welcome to my YouTube channel, a place where I discuss different topics like spirituality and different topics, not necessarily just spirituality, like other topics being introspection, dream interpretation, video game creation, more like design, and a bit, very rarely probably, about some sort of coding or something like that. Today I wanted to goof again a bit with RPG Maker and see exactly if we can actually play a gab and a choice system at the same time and actually do this through scripts. Now I don't know how exactly to put plugin commands through scripts, but I know some of the other things, so I'm interested in actually checking whether I can have a gab and a choice at the same time, with JavaScript being asynchronous, meaning that it doesn't allow multi-threading. I don't think I'll ever need in any kind of chapter that I create for my game. I don't think I'll ever need that. So I created an event that has the gab to be shown. In case you don't know what a gab is, it refers to Yanfly's gab system. It's a gab window actually that you can use instead of the default message window, and it's only shown for a short duration and then it vanishes. It doesn't need player input. Okay, it doesn't require the player to press a button or do something in order for that to actually vanish. So let's see what we actually do. Let's actually create the choice in here. So we have pick character. Okay, now we need to open another one of these because I have one in here. Okay, so let me go to images, pictures, and we have what should we actually pick? Okay, I think we can actually pick, let's pick this one and this one. Okay, but I actually don't know any one of those, so let's actually go for assassin because this is a picture I have been using. Alright, and do I have any other big picture like this? Well, actually let's copy the name for this one. Let's copy it and let's introduce it in here in a script. So we have game screen dot show picture. Okay, let's say this is gonna be ID1 for the picture. In between inverted commas we introduce the name of the picture without the extension, and then let's see how did I actually use that picture. So I would use the picture as a so the locations, I think they were 200, 250. So 200 for X because I want it to appear on the left, 250 because I don't want it to be very high, I just want it to be very low actually. And we have scale 11% for X, 11% for Y because it's a huge picture, and opacity is 255 because I don't actually want it to be but wait, what if I actually use it like 125? See how it actually looks as being somewhat transparent, or well, halfway transparent. And the mode is gonna be normal, yes. And I think I actually forgot something. We have the origin, which is 1 because I want it to be in the center. Okay, now that I got this picture, let's pick another. Okay, and well, let's actually pick this one because at least it'll have the same dimensions. Okay, let's actually put it in here. Let's take this one, put it in here. Now this is gonna be ID2, and the name from here is gonna be cut and placed into here. Good. Rest is kind of the same because it's basically the same picture. Now we'll show the player a message called pick character. Let's actually put some escaping, and then we have let's show this actually in color 3. Alright, now we have game message dot set choices. Okay, these are gonna be the choices that we are gonna have, and we have to create a little array, which means a collection of data. Now an array means a collection of data, which means let's say so this will be the first choice in between inverted commas or double inverted commas, it doesn't matter. So our first choice will be Xandara, and let's say Xandara reverse, which will be the second choice. Now I will only need two choices, so the array ends over here, hence why the square brackets. And now the default pick will be 0, namely it will show your pick on this one. Actually, why not reverse? Okay, it will highlight this one when the choice pops up. And what I also want to add is -1 in here, because I want to have the option disallow cancel. Good. Now that we made this, we have another function which is called game message dot set choice callback. Now I don't exactly know what this means, but through this you decide what happens when the player chooses any of the options. Okay, so we have a function. Okay, well, let's actually put this function in here. Okay, this function accepts a parameter called choice. Now choice is basically the parameter which okay, so we can actually put this one in here, because it doesn't actually matter how much blank space you put. White space is deleted anyways in programming. Okay, so let's actually leave it where it was. Okay, so let's add a comment in here. Choice is the index of the branch, okay, of the selected branch. Actually, yes, it's the selected branch and the one that was actually chosen branch. Okay, so that anyone who's watching this video and doesn't know much about using scripts, they get a slight idea. And now we actually make a choice, and again, it doesn't matter if you leave white space or not. Usually I do this so that I can see the code clearly. And let's actually push these two a bit, because they're inside something else. And well, let's see. So if we have choice equals 0, namely if the player actually chose the first choice, okay, now we have the do stuff part, and here in the do stuff part we actually set this one. But if we want to add a picture, okay, if we want to play with pictures, what we can do, we can either name these two pictures with the same ID, and if this one is played, this one gets deleted, or we can actually leave this one as 2, but if we choose so, we will need to add here erase picture 2. So let's actually see how it works with both of them being 1. Okay, and well, this is basically what I need for now. Okay, and again we copy this one. Okay, 1 2, and if choice is 1, namely this branch was chosen, we will show this picture. And yes, I need to enter so that I close this one as well. Let's actually push 1 2 1 2, you know, so that the code is a bit easier to read. Okay, and now let's not forget what's actually important to close. So we have function choice. Okay, we have the function also to close. This function set choice callback that was started in here needs to be closed in here, and we also need to close this bracket in here. So this should be it. Now I loaded it in an event for 115, and we also have 416. Okay, so now let's hit apply, and okay, now this event on this test map that I have, usually this map loads a bit faster because it has much less elements than the convoluted other ones that I have. Okay, so we have 415, 416. Okay, good. So we should use game temp dot reserve common event, and we have 415. Okay, and then we have this same one for 416. If you put things in a script box, okay, these things will be actually triggered at the same time. So okay, let's see, A, and A. Okay, good. So if you put these into separate script boxes, they will be triggered one after the other. What I'm interested in is actually triggering these two common events at the same time to see if I can actually use this gab. It will just show hello. It's not gonna use any facial portrait or anything like that, but we're still gonna force it to wait for the gap. We're gonna load the choice first, and then we're gonna load this one first. It really doesn't matter that much because the two common events will be summoned in that shape anyways. So let's see how things would work, and we can actually manipulate them in the console if we actually need. It's gonna take a while to save because my maps are quite full, and I only have 2 maps that are so full. Well, the other part of the project won't influence the loading and saving part that much, and now as the game saves, literally everything in my game is loaded and everything in your game is loaded. You know, every bit of your game is created so that you can actually experience it once it is loaded, and you know. And let's see how things actually are. Okay, so we have this one, and there is an error, I think. Okay, so what the heck? Oh yes, silly me, I actually wrote temp with this one requires a capital letter, and this one actually requires a capital letter, and now everything is good, and the choice simply doesn't appear. Okay, let's actually pick this one only, and let's see how things go. Okay, so let's see, there's something fishy around here. Okay, so this one actually appears. Oh wait, I forgot the magical clear gap. Yes, and without this I don't think it's actually gonna work. Let's actually hit apply. Let's actually save, and I think I actually have to restart this. Okay, pick character, and the choice ain't simply appearing for some reason. Okay, let's actually see, type set choice stuff. Oh wait, it's actually set choices. Alright, sometimes it's not good to actually be on a rush. Okay, we're gonna close this because it's not gonna help me anyways anymore, and yep, this is gonna remain as is. This one in here we actually need to change set choices. Okay, now why did I actually hit apply? Oh yes, actually I should have. Okay, and what do we actually have? Oh yes, we need to start this one, and we need to go here, and we actually need to type capital T. Sometimes typing very fast isn't good. and at times my self-correction, well, I may simply skip over it because of going too fast. But okay, let's see how things actually end up as. Okay, the moment of truth. Well, I can't rush things because, well, it's not yet loaded apparently. So I was interested in creating for the other chapter that I'm working on, the one with the students, a situation in which a gap and a choice can actually appear at the same time from different sources, but you know, theoretically it shouldn't be possible necessarily, but let's actually find out. Let's actually see if we have any errors. Nope, we don't have any error for now. Oh yes, and now the choice also appears. Ah, okay, it actually looks nice. All right. And if we choose this one, it's gonna erase and put this one as well. Okay, so apparently I cannot trigger this one and the other one at the same time. I cannot trigger a choice and a common event, well, these two at the same time, apparently. Okay, and that's kind of it, because it's not gonna help anymore. Okay, well, good thing to know. Hopefully if you enjoyed this video, I'm gonna quit this one for now, because, well, what I wanted to test is more than enough. As usual, the JavaScript only allows one single thing to work at the same time, but actually if I change these, and let's actually play with the gabs a bit, and what if I actually delete wait for gab and wait for gab, and okay, let's add another one, and let's add here wait for gab. Okay, and let's actually enumerate this as hello 1, hello 2, hello 3, hello 4, and hello 5. Okay, clear gaps so that I can reuse them. Let's actually apply this and see if it will work now, because these ones will no longer no longer have a wait, so the system should actually rush them in as much as possible, but we'll see how it actually chooses to do that. So the point in programming is that everything that requires, has this wait time in RPG Maker, all of these things will be executed as important, and anything else that does not have a wait, those things will actually be rushed also. And in between waiting times, everything that does not have a wait time will be rushed in the meantime, in each and every frame possible that the game works. As much of the things that you have, okay, that don't have a wait function, okay, they will simply be rushed in. So let's see. Okay, so apparently it's still gonna be that. Let's see, console. Really now? Okay, 3. Let's see. Let's actually put this one first. And of course the choice won't trigger that way anyways, apparently. Let's see, 14. Okay. And nope, it's not gonna work because both will disregard the other. Each one will disregard the other. Okay, so now let's use game screen dot erase that all pictures. Okay, dot erase picture, and yes, I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna erase picture 1. Okay, good. Well, that was all for now. I was willing to see if you know, you can actually use two things at the same time, but apparently one still has to wait for that, so it's not bad. I will actually use one gab and then I will show the choice. Okay, let's actually try this. Let's actually try this as a separate script and see how things actually work like this, and then I'm gonna end this video because I don't want to make videos too long. Okay. Let's see how this actually goes, because I'm curious this time. Okay, let's actually go through all the gabs. Apparently these are the first ones, and 5, and well, nothing is gonna be shown as well. Okay, so okay, apparently it doesn't want to work. I'll have to figure a way, but this is something that I want to do later on. It's not something that it's not something that I have to do, you know, to focus too much on. Okay, good. Until next time, you are loved and appreciated. Whatever you are doing is the best you can at the right pace for you. Keep up the good work that you're doing. Happy RPG making, and well, we'll see you in the next video.